So I wanted to talk to you about overcoming sadness with faith. So since I was young, I've dealt with anxiety, and anxiety leads to depression, overlong sadness, and all these other disorders or just feelings. I try to think about it as a disorder because, in my opinion, I believe it's just a natural feeling. I believe it's a very human thing. When we start getting into disorders and illnesses, it's almost like we're taken away from ourselves. And in me dealing with anxiety, throughout school, throughout life in general, I dealt with panic a lot. I dealt with, obviously, depression. I dealt with a lot of, in a sense, like PTSD. And overcoming that was really difficult. But with the grace of God, He paved the way for me. So to start it off, I have this verse. So Psalm chapter 9, verse 9. The Lord is a shelter for the oppressed, a refugee in times of trouble. So when you are oppressed, when you're in a bad situation, when you are lost, the Lord is with you. Right. So that's one thing I've realized a lot. You have to accept the fact that God is with you. You have to really dial that in. No matter how bad the storm might be, God is with you. I like to use the analogy that life is a boat, right? So your life in itself, you're just a boat floating in the ocean, right? Sometimes the currents are bad. Sometimes the currents are as calm as ever, right? And regardless of whether the storm is so bad that you think you're going to sink, you will never sink with God. You just have to accept that fact and reach out to the Lord. He wants to hear your voice. And even in that, it's not like, oh, you have to do this and that for God to be with you. No, you just have to essentially do things the right way. There's no requirements for salvation except for acknowledgement. And there's a peace in the fact that, your lifeguard walks on water. So your boat might feel like your boat is going to sink, but your boat will never sink. And in dealing with phobias and panic, you need to take yourself out of situations like that. So when you feel like you're about to panic, a lot of the things that I would do is I would go into a bathroom. I would leave the exact place where I'm at to go relax and reset. And that's okay. Sometimes that might be all you need. To take some time to yourself to be in silence and really let your mind go and think of everything you have to think of and pray to God. That's what I do a lot of the time. Me personally, I'll go into the bathroom and I'll breathe. I'll tell myself it's okay, and then I'll say, God, give me the strength. God, give me the patience. Because sometimes you can't control it. It beats you. It feels like it's gonna win. And that brings us to our next verse. Isaiah chapter 40, verse 29. He gives strength to the weary and increases the power of the weak. When you are in those situations of panic, when you're in a situation where you think all is lost, tell God, God, give me the strength to get through this. Lord, I need you here with me. Lord, I need your voice. I need to feel your presence. Lord, I need to be strong. Give me the strength, Lord. And, there's a lot of times where we might feel weak. We might feel forgotten. We might feel lost. Like we're living without direction. Like we're, rushed. Like if there's a timer that's slowly going down until eventually we just go. But that's not the case at all. The weak receive strength, and wherever God is needed, God will answer. Never doubt that. And in me overcoming a lot of my trauma, a lot of the things that I allowed myself to, the things that I allowed to beat me up for a while, the things that I used to cling on to, I learned that you have to do your part as well. You have to actually want out of the problems. You have to push yourself away from the things that harm you. And the first step is realization and acceptance. You have to realize the problem, you have to accept the problem, and you have to take the corresponding steps, right? Because you are strong, and most of all, God is with you. And sometimes you just have to take a step back and realize what you feel, realize what you see, realize what you hear. So that brings us to our next verse, Psalm chapter 34, verse 18. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit. So when you think you're lost and you don't have God with you, that is when God is with you most. God is close to the brokenhearted. God is close to those that need Him. They might not know they need Him, but He is close to all those that need Him. That is one of the biggest takeaways. I remember for some time I stopped praying. I kind of let the sadness win. I thought that, I was fully alone and that I just couldn't be helped. And for whatever reason, that's when I felt most anxious. And through that anxiety, I felt the presence of the Holy Spirit around me. It almost felt like as if I was being watched. But I wasn't being physically watched. I was able to put the things together and realize that I was being watched by those that I can't physically see. I was being protected. And in that form, I was able to realize that even with my lack of prayer, my lack of faith, God is still with me. So even in the worst oceans and in the toughest of storms, the Lord is still with you. And through all the panic, through all the negative feelings and emotions, the Lord is still with you. And I find a lot of comfort in that. It's helped me find who I am. It's helped me grow. Because there's beauty in perseverance. There's beauty in overcoming the things that you thought were impossible. There's some crazy strength. And sometimes you just got to stop and give yourself some credit, take a step back. And, we wouldn't be ourselves if it wasn't for the way some things played out. That brings us to our next verse. Romans chapter 4, verses 3 and 4. We rejoice in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. The more we build on ourselves, the more strength, the more we push to overcome, the more we will see ourselves grow. And even the slightest bit of growth can lead to hope. And the positivity will start to reign in with hope. And you have to realize that you are the light. God's light is in all of us. And even in the worst of situations, you have to make that apparent to yourself. I am the light. Why? Because God is within me. God is with me always. Even as lost as you might feel, or as lonely as you might be, you are the light. And in every bad situation, you shine brighter than anything else. So it's funny, right? Because at night, there's no light. There's no light being produced except for the stars that are far away and the moon. But it's funny because the moon cannot emit its own light. It's the sun's reflection coming in, even when it's away from us, or we are away from it. But the moon still shines bright. If it's not the full thing, it's a good portion of it, or a portion of it still. Those are gaps of light. And in every situation, you are essentially that. You are the gap of light in the world. So I hope that you were able to take something away from this. I have some more notes I would like to continue sharing, and that's what this will be. Thank you, and God bless.